Hi everyone, yesterday I made a video covering a new Spider-Man mod called the Rage Setting mod, which allows you to use a menu in-game to change between the symbiote suit and the regular suit at will whenever you want throughout normal gameplay. As you can see here, the mod adds a new section to your menu. There's two mods available for this right now, the cheat mod and the Rage Setting mod. I've got both installed. Right now I'm using Rage Setting. And today I'm just going to give a quick tutorial on how to install that for you here today. So, much like my previous mod tutorials, we're going to be treating this like you are completely new to modding and you don't know what you're doing. If you already know a bit, you can skip ahead a bit in the video. I'll leave a timestamp for when I'm covering just this mod specifically. But first thing you're going to want to do is install the Overstrike mod manager for Spider-Man 2. You can get to the Nexus mods page for Spider-Man just by Google searching Nexus mods and navigating to Spider-Man 2. The homepage for Nexus mods looks a little something like this. All you're going to want to do is search Spider-Man and then switch this to looking for games. And there you go, Spider-Man 2 is right there. Next, you're going to want to install Overstrike. That is the mod manager that is used for Spider-Man 2 and really all of the Spider-Man games. You can search for it in this top bar. Alternatively, you go popular of all time, it's going to be just the very first thing right there. Once you're at this page here, all you have to do is navigate to Files and Download. I'm not going to be clicking Download right now because I already have it downloaded, but what you'll see when you click this, if you're on a free account, there will be a short countdown, and then you'll have the option slow or fast download. If you're on a free account, you just want to hit slow download. If you have a paid account, it should start downloading pretty much right away. If not, it will give you a little pop-up that'll just say download. All you have to do is click on that. And once you download that, you are going to want to extract the files. So as you can see, I've already extracted my files because I've, of course, been using this already. You're not going to have these two files, but all you're going to want to do is use a program like WinRAR and to open up the RAR file from the download and just extract that into any folder. You can see here the path to mine. I mod a bunch of games, so you can see I have a lot of stuff here. Your path can be much simpler. You can just put this on your desktop if you want and keep it nice and simple. Alright, so now we have Overstrike installed. All you're going to want to do is open that up, and it'll do this for you anytime you open it if you already have mods installed. If you don't, it should just open up to this homepage, and most likely it'll scan and just immediately recognize where your games are. If that doesn't happen, you should be able to add it by just hitting here, add a new profile, and finding the path to your game. So if you don't know how to find the path for your game on Steam, all you're going to want to do, here we go, Spider-Man 2, hit the gear, manage, browse local files, and then you can just copy paste this path, and that should be fine. If you're on Epic Games, I'm not too familiar with exactly how you can access that path because I don't really use Epic. That being said, I'm sure with a quick Google search, you should be able to very quickly find where your path is. If not, you can probably just navigate your computer's files and find it pretty quickly. Now, on your first booting of Overstrike, this is going to be pretty empty. As you can see, I have a bunch of things here because I already have a lot of mods for this game, but for you, this is going to be pretty empty. This is fine. This is where our mods that we're downloading get put. Now, this is where we start to get more specific into how to install these specific mods. Now, these mods are script mods. These are something new. These weren't available, at least not in this form, for Spider-Man Remastered. This is completely new to Spider-Man 2. So what you're going to want to do is navigate on Overstrike to the Settings menu, and you're going to want to click Enable.Script Support. This defaults to off, but if you're going to be using script mods, this needs to be on, otherwise it won't work. It gives you a brief warning. Don't install scripts you don't trust. Of course, just be careful of where you're downloading things from. Generally speaking, if it's on Nexus, it is most likely safe, but if you're feeling extra precautious, all you really got to do is on Nexus mods, you can just navigate to posts and see if anyone's commenting about this being malware. Obviously, this isn't a script mod, so there's not going to be comments like that. And the two script mods that are up right now are safe. But yeah, and if there's no post section, just look out for things. Make sure that you're careful with what you're downloading. But like I said, the mods that are up right now, the script mods that are available on Nexus right now are all safe as far as I or anyone else is aware. So from here, we're going to move into downloading our first script mod. This is the requirement for the Rage Settings mod. This is mod settings. So this is the mod that actually adds that little mod panel into our home menu that we saw before. So there are 2 files here. You don't need this one. This is for creators, right? But you will need this one. This is the one that actually adds the mod setting. If you want to find this mod, again, all you got to do, search mod settings on the mod page, it'll show up. Okay, so for the sake of this tutorial, I've just uninstalled all of my script mods so I can show you the exact process of installing them again. So what you're going to want to do here is the very first thing we're going to need is the mod settings file right here. All you want to do, hit download. Again, I have the paid subscription, so this might show up differently for me than it does for you. But if you're on a free subscription, all you have to do is just hit slow download. It'll download. You'll get this zip file. You're going to want to use another program like WinRAR to open this. Alright. And you're just going to want to extract that somewhere. It doesn't really matter where, as long as it's somewhere that you remember. Mine is, as you can see, outside of my Overstrike folder. This is my Overstrike folder. This is where I have all of my mods. I'm not going to bother extract mine a second time. You can see I have it here, but that's all you're going to want to do is extract it there. Once you have that extracted, all you're going to want to do is navigate to your Overstrike, hit this little plus icon in the top right corner, and that'll bring up your mods here. Now, you're just going to want to navigate to where you're storing your mods. Mine's under my Spider-Man 2 mods folder, and here is mod settings. Click that, and it defaults to on. The process for the Rage Symbiote mod, the Rage Settings mod, is the exact same. You're just going to want to hit download, and then extract that. Mine is in the exact same spot, and again, you're just going to want to hit this little plus here, and add it. Okay, so I've also added a cheats menu mod just because I had it on before and it really doesn't hurt. If you were looking for that mod, again, you could just search in here, cheats menu, you'd find it right away. It's all made by the same person, so all you gotta do once you're done this, hit install mods. If you have only these 3 mods installed, it's probably gonna go pretty fast. If you have a bunch of mods installed, it might take a little bit longer, but fundamentally it'll all work the same. You're going to get this little pop-up installing mods, and then it's going to disappear when the mods are done installing. Okay, so now for anyone who is familiar with modding the Spider-Man games, you probably think that that's about it. That's all you need to do, and that's probably where a lot of these people who are having trouble with this are coming from. I'm not saying that that's all of the issues that you could potentially be having, but a lot of people I think are having this issue. Previously, when modding Spider-Man games, that's all you would have had to do. If you hit install mods, once that was done, all you'd have to do is navigate to Steam and hit play, and it would work again. For me, that will work, but for most of you, that won't. What you're going to want to do is hit run modded game, and that will boot up the game with mods. You'll get a pop-up on Steam saying that the game is trying to run with a custom argument and asking if that's okay. You're going to want to hit yes to that. I'm not going to click that right now because you're not going to see the pop-up on my screen right now, because what I've done is I went into Steam and added the argument myself so that now when I hit play, the game will boot with them anyways. So I'm just going to show you how to do that right now. All you're going to want to do, if you're on Steam, navigate to this gear symbol, hit properties, and just in launch options here, you're just going to want to hit dash scripts. And that's really about it. That's all it is. That's if I was to remove that, actually, I'll just show you what it would look like normally. If I remove that and try to launch my game now through here, I hit run modded game. Yeah, see, so you'll get this pop-up. Marvel Spider-Man 2 is attempting to launch with optional parameters shown below. Scripts. So again, this is fine. You can hit continue. I'm going to hit cancel because we don't need to launch the game right now. And I'm just going to type it back in here. Now, upon launching the game, you might find that you're sitting on a black screen for a little bit longer than normal. I know that I personally am. I don't think everyone's having that issue, but I'm on a laptop, so my device isn't like super absurdly powerful or anything. So I do know that since I've installed the script mods, I do sit on a black screen a little bit longer. I would just stick with it for, I don't know, maybe a minute at most, right? It shouldn't take that absurdly long or anything. Like here, I can see right here how long it takes. But I have noticed that it does take a little bit longer than normal. So if that is the case for you, don't immediately assume it's an issue. Just wait a second and see. It could very well be launching just a bit slower than normal. Alright, so of course the one time that I wanted to show off how long the black screen can take, my game started to load up right away. You can see I have an actual loading symbol, which is not the issue that other people have been having. That being said, you can see all of the mods are now installed. I have this mods menu with rage settings. Apparently it's available only in gameplay, as is that one. That being said, the settings are there, which means that it worked, right? If you're still having issues with this mod, there probably isn't a ton that I can do. You feel free to still leave a comment. I'll definitely look at it and see if there's anything I can do, and I'll let you know either way. But at the end of the day, I'm not the creator of this mod. I'm just a user like anybody else. So if there's something going wrong with the mod, there's a very good chance that I personally won't know how to fix it. One thing that I have seen floating around is that it's not working for people who've pirated the game. So if that is the case for you, if you're on a pirated copy, there's a chance that that's the reason why it's not working. But yeah, outside of that, there's very little I can offer for support. And I would recommend that if you are having problems with the mod, be it the mod settings menu or even just the rage setting menu, I would navigate to the mod page, go to these posts, and ask a question in here, because there's a good chance that you will you'll get a response that is a bit more helpful in here, because at the end of the day, there's so much more people here who probably know a lot more than I do about all this. With that being said, I hope this tutorial was helpful. I hope that you've all managed to get the mod installed. Again, if there's any issues, feel free to let me know. I can't guarantee that I'll be able to help, but I will most certainly try. And yeah, that's about it. See ya.